Aloha, Kuheana, and welcome back to today's video. Welcome to another episode of KΑKOU Chronicles. This early Monday morning, there's been a lot happening from the last time we had a KAKOU Chronicles. I'm not sure if this is going to be episode 3 or 4. Right now, it is currently, right there where it says Honolulu at the bottom, 6:20, and we are on our way to, well, we just came from dropping off my mom and my grams at the airport. They were here for quite a while, maybe like a week. It's right here. Oh my goodness, look at that. It wraps all the way around. Okay, so the reason why we're here early in the morning, we have a new longs drugs. As you all know, I am a beauty consultant for CVS DBA longs. I've said that how many times in my videos, but we have a fellow beauty consultant sister that will be here at this new location, and it is the only and first beauty in real life store here in Hawaii. So it's pretty much like a kickstart the stores in the States, bringing it to Hawaii. It's gonna be crazy. I've heard that it's 50% of the store is beauty, and it's beauty driven. How cool is that? That a drugstore is driven completely by beauty. The beauty consultant there said that in our recent training last Thursday, that as soon as you walk in the door, it's beauty. Everything is beauty. And I thought that is just phenomenal. Yeah, it's literally in a complex, so the people who live in here actually have access to the store.
No, but is this where they park, or
this is where they park.
Customers park?
Both. So at our last meeting on Thursday, a couple days ago, today's Monday, our senior advisor of beauty opened up for us to come and help because they need a lot of help shelving things, and so I thought it would make for a great video, or at least KAKOU Chronicle, because we're here and we're gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for pretty much the day because I committed 6 hours overtime. Of course, we get paid doing this to help. Honestly, I just wanted like first dibs in the store too, because I mean, hello, who doesn't want to see like 50% of beauty in a drugstore, right? It's kind of push and pull because apart from Sundays, Mondays are my only days off, and that's the only time that we could take to volunteer and help with this opening. And so I kind of sacrificed the whole day to spend with him, to just be at home and rest and just catch up, because we've never really had time to do that together. Because when my mom and my grandma comes over, it's like a whole different story. We stay at my sister's house, so we pretty much pack up and stay with my sister to enjoy the time that my mom and my grandma is down here, which has been happening quite often, especially now because the holidays are coming around. With that being said, I think it does take a little bit out of our marriage. I finally said something to him, and I said, you know, it is a blessing to be able to just pack up and crash at my sister's house, because her house is huge and she has a huge family already. When we go, my mom and my grandma obviously staying there, but the two of us as well. And you know, we take that seriously. We don't take that lightly. The only thing is, we hardly ever have time together. Even though we're together, we don't have time together. We're constantly on the go. We're shopping, we're taking somebody here, having fun with the kids, we're spending time with my side of the family. You know, like we try to fit in little things, like going on dates. That was good, you know, at least making little times like that in between to come back, even in the midst of all of the hustle and bustle. Even though family is the best hustle and bustle you could ever have, it comes at a cost. Alright, my loves.
Well, I guess this video is gonna be a Chronicles and I guess a Hawaiian homestead lot selection tutorial, I guess.
Tutorial?
Information
We're not
video.
teaching how to get them on the list.
Or teaching them like the process.
We got the house. I mean, we know the outcome now.
From the beginning, my grandma, my dad's mom, she put her name on the list in, I believe, 1968. So basically, the list is applying for Hawaiian homelands, land and housing that is solely dedicated to housing ohana that have Hawaiian ancestry.
Native Hawaiian,
Native Hawaiian. Those lands are used for building houses, and if you're Native Hawaiian and you have 50% or more blood quantity, you're eligible to be on the list. So you go on to the Hawaiian Homeland's website, you request for a packet, you fill out this. The packet is literally like this thick. Department of Hawaiian Homelands. They oversee everything from land development to, you know, building houses. Yeah, so you go through them, and that's what I was saying. When you go onto the DHHL website, which is Department of Hawaiian Homelands, you request for a packet, you're gonna have to fill out all your information.
And this is just getting on the list you're talking about?
Yeah, it's just getting on the list. You're gonna have to fill out that whole packet and plus do some genealogy research.
It's not as easy as walking into a room, signing a paper, and then leaving. We go back and forth with our mana'o, with our thoughts on this particular program that oversees it, because if it's land that belongs to the people, then why is I'll just stop. Okay, keep going.
50% blood quantity you need to have to be on the list. You only need 25% Hawaiian to be a beneficiary. So that means if you want to take your grandparents or your parents' spot on the list, you have to wait till they are approved for land. Then you go through a thing called a simultaneous transfer. We're going through right now. The lease for the land now gets transferred over to you. Now you're the leasee and not the person on the list. When you do the simultaneous transfer and you're getting close to your signing date for the lease for the house, you still need to prove that you're 25% Hawaiian.
And this is where I think it just makes it so difficult for Native Hawaiians, because maybe it's not difficult. I think it never mind. I'll keep going.
Back to the whole process. When you get your letter in for acceptance saying that, you know, we have these lands coming out with like us, they sent a letter to my grandma saying that there's 37 lots opening up in Kapua. If we want to take part in it, the meetings on this date, this time, you can come to the orientation meeting. So that's what we did. When I went there, I asked them how much people supposed to be coming, because there's 2 sessions. They said there's supposed to be 2,000 people each session. So in all, they sent out 4,000 letters.
Keep in mind now, these meetings, I was not able to make any of them because I had to work. My mom flew down just to attend these meetings with him. She's been through a lot with the Department of Hawaiian Homelands. She's very knowledgeable. She is not foreign or new to the way that they operate, the way that they do things. So I asked her, would you mind coming to these meetings with him, because I'm not able to. These meetings happened week after week, 2 or 3 times in a row, one after the other, right? Mm-hmm. Saturday and then a Saturday and then a Saturday. So I obviously, Saturdays for me are one of my big days for sales. So I couldn't be taking off every single Saturday to attend these things. So I asked my mom to come down. So she would specifically fly down the weekend just to attend these meetings with him. I think that was the biggest help and blessing. Mm-hmm. I think having her along with you was the best thing, because she knew what questions to ask, what to say, what to bring up. She knew, you know, the ins and outs of it all. So thank you, Mom.
So from the beginning, grandma gets the letter, accept the letter, we call them up, tell them we're going to be coming, we go there, and at the meeting they will tell you everything about what the houses are going to cost, what the process is going to be, who are the lenders you can go through, some of the things that you can, you know, upgrade to. Honestly, I don't think you should upgrade your house, but we can get that later. So after you do orientation meeting, there's going to be lenders outside, then that's who we talk to. I had some other lenders packets, and I was looking at this one lender, but I was standing in line to go inside. I was thinking, you know, I don't want their packet. The Lord told me, ask them for application. Little do I know, that's the people who we go through. That's the people that we end up going through. Those are our lenders. Those are the people that really helped us, and I highly recommend Freedom Mortgage. They'll try any way possible, any which way possible, to try and get you into a house. We had a month, so we're kind of like busting butt.
I have to give it up to him completely. Like, he says he likes to include me, but I'm just gonna say it's just been all him. I was busy trying to get my YouTube and Instagram kicked off, so that's where I give him full credit for it, because he'll go down one path and then that one ends up being like a dead end, so he turns around and goes and finds another way, because most people would just be quick to give up and give in, and he never did. A huge part into why we're at where we're at right now, because he decided to take those answers that people were giving him saying no, it turned out to be a yes in the end. So Thank you, baby. It's
Thank you,
major.
baby.
For the majority of the process, my heart was not in it. I'm just gonna be honest and say that. I was over it. I thought, you know what, there's no way that we're gonna get this. So I was the one full of faith, Christian, yada yada yada. I was the one from the beginning that said this is gonna be crap. So now we're at
lot selection.
and the hard part about it was finding co-signers.
Yeah.
Tell them about that.
This is a key thing for when you're trying to find a cosigner. A debt to income ratio. So basically, if your debt is bigger than your income, that's an automatic, you're done. Make sure that your cosigner's income is good. Make sure that their debt is low. Also make sure that their credit is at least 580, good income, little to no debt. If you see I said good credit twice. Those are the main things when you're trying to find a cosigner. The people we used is me, her mom, God bless her, and the person that really set it off that this is the only way we were able to get the loan was my grandma, my mom's mom. On the day, I think the day before or right on the day, we had to get it in. We got the paperwork in. And it's not as easy as, okay, just render credit. No. You gotta get your social, state ID, your birth certificate, your W-2, your tax return, 2 months worth of pay stubs, a copy of credit score with the debts and what your debts and what you owe on them and what your payments are on it. So I would say just get those things together before you even go in for your loan. And then after you go into DHHL, turn in your pre-approved letter. They're gonna send you an invitation if you got selected for lot selection. We got the letter for lot selection. When you go in for lot selection,
keep in mind that there's how many other families that got this letter from DHHL?
Even though there's a certain amount of lots open, like for us there's only 37 lots, they invite at least over 200 people to this meeting. So anyone who got pre-approved, they invite them to the meeting. And that's over 200 people, and we're looking at 37 lots. So that means at least 3/4 of the people walk out without a house.
Walk out with nothing. Not even land, not a house, not a guarantee that maybe when they come back, the next time they build another set of houses, which is not going to be anytime soon because they're only now building our set of houses. Nothing.
Yeah, so sneak peek into the future. I believe they're coming out with more lots next year, September, and we should be moving to our house by next year, July, August. So by the time we're in our house, they should be coming out with some more housing opportunities for people on the list. Putting it out there for you guys, so at least you guys don't have a month to prepare, and start preparing now.
I just want to encourage you, Kanaka Hawaii, get educated, do your research. The fact that we are on the other side of this process, I believe, has given us some type of knowledge as to how this all works. So fast forward, we get to lot selection, we get there, got the letter. My mom's here with us, and it's at Kapua Cafeteria High School. Kapua High School Cafeteria. And there's a bunch of Hawaiians, families there, young and old.
Yeah, about 200.
They're all standing there. They're welcoming you in. And God, I don't want to say this with attitude. I really don't.
Well, this is how the layout was. You come in, you sign in, you go and sit down at the table. The chairman person and I guess the assistant person that is overlooking the project speaks and everything. And when you get your name called, they call your name in front of everyone and everyone claps for you. You walk up to the front, they give you a lei, and then you go take pictures in front of everyone with the chairperson. Everyone gotta clap for you. Everyone gotta watch you get
I
laid.
said I wasn't trying to say this with attitude, and look at you over here, attitude up. The way that they do it is the way that they do it. But
it's like showing off in front of everyone.
some of you probably saying, well, if there's only 37 lots, why don't they just call 37 families? Can't. Because when they send out these letters, yes, these families may have been pre-approved for a loan, right? So they send out these 200 plus letters to these families. The families, up to them, have the choice to come. They don't have to. So when they come, they get selected, they're at the meeting, there's 200 plus people there, yada yada yada. Okay, we're waiting to get selected. There's a possibility that someone who may have gotten called before us doesn't show up. So in that event, if they don't show up, what they do is they call. If they don't, they skip you and they move on down the list. When you get selected, they lay you, you get a shirt. It's a production. It's an unnecessary production. And then there was this camera guy who was videotaping us, and it was just this whole
circus.
Yeah. and it was really unnecessary. But
I mean, don't get us wrong. We're not grateful. We're
well,
happy.
it sounds like we're not, you know, because we're like
Yeah.
nitpicking these little things, and this is the part that I didn't want to get into, but this is the truth. And I don't know if other families have felt like this. When we got called, we were number 21. Keep in mind now, there's 200 other families behind us,
I believe out of the whole time, 3 families weren't there.
which essentially made us bump up higher on the list because they were called before us. Had they been called, we would have been number 22 instead of 21.
No, we would have been number like 25.
Oh, yeah.
24.
Yeah. So you see how that works? It's kind of like that whole list thing. You take your picture, you get in line, you talk to the construction worker, and you know, it's just whole thing. So we're grateful. It's just DHHL, no need for the circus. Just get the people their houses, get the people their land. They can't even have the land. They gotta have the house on the land. It's another the kind about it. And then we had the meeting with Volkers.
Oh, yeah.
With the bank, and that was on Instagram. I posted that on Instagram. So it was just this full process, and I just want to thank Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
So please pray for us. And I don't mean any of this to offend you, offend anyone. It's just our personal manao. And if you feel any differently, if you feel the same, God bless you. And again, just get right with God, guys. Anywho.
But if you have any questions,
Yes.
any more questions
Yes.
about the process,
Yes.
or
Yes.
you know,
Thank you, babe.
put down the comments.
Yep.
We'll get back to you guys about it, because
And answer
we're
as much
all
as we
about
can, the
helping
best
out.
we can. So now I'm gonna go to work. It's not really work. This is just kind of fun. We're
I'm
just gonna
gonna
be
sit
putting
in this
stuff.
parking lot for 6 hours.
Oh, stop! Go find. There's a Starbucks over there.
Maybe I'll go into Hawaii's Finest.
Ooh. So let me show you guys. And I'm gonna use his phone to show you guys the building. This is it.
Why don't you just fit? Oh,
And this is the apartment building that is above it.
Connected.
So it wraps around this way. There's another sign, long signs over there, and then this is the entrance. That's the entrance right there. That is where I believe. This is where I believe I will be entering through the right. Is that somebody? Is that? No, that's not CJ. So it looks pretty spiffy. I'm gonna take my phone and then, you know, record a little bit if I can, so you guys can get the inside scoops on it. But this is gonna be fun and fresh, I think. So I'm gonna get changed and kiss my baby, and then we can go inside. Or maybe you can walk with me there. But first, we're gonna change. All right, guys. Mahalo nui for listening to this rant. The video's not done though. This is just the beginning. This was just us waiting for me to start work. We're gonna continue afterwards. I'm gonna be here for a while, and then we're gonna pick back up later when we're driving back towards the west side. All right, we'll see you soon. Go. Yeah, buddy. Slow down. That's where I'll be. That's a spiffy looking sign if you ask me, man. So they literally have access right into the store. That's crazy. You gonna be good with that one? Mm-hmm. Oh, look, give me lip gloss. Okay, bye.
where are my little bugs?
Squad thing. Yeah.
Oh, off.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make
Okay.
box for that.
And you got
then
next level. Oh my gosh. What is that? AHC?
Yeah, it's a Korean beauty
Oh.
skincare.
Look at your La Roche-Posay. Oh my gosh. Beachy. Get out of here. Hold on. I just gotta make a quick. Look at this pixie. Oh my gosh. Oh my
This is
gosh.
new one. I never see this.
Carity. Yes. Look
And
at
go
Joa.
check my Essie nail polish.
Stop it.
Straight ahead.
Where is it? Oh. Wow.
And then the OPI.
Oh
And
my
Aloha
god.
have this whole rack. But here we have
Wow.
like the whole.
This is like the full line.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
this
it's
is
not
like.
done yet. There should be more.
Oh my god. Oily, you have oily too. This is a new one over here. Oh, Vinilux. Oh my god. The nails. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
None of our store has these.
I love this. Holy mackerel. Look at your lashes. You got like every kiss lash. You got Ardell. Look at your Wet and Wild. Oh my god. You got the stick foundations. You got, I mean,
Almost.
everything.
Even the next one, we have
Where's
the
that?
entire
That's the one
line.
that-
A lot of people actually looking for a lot of things that Nyx carry, but we don't have in Aloha. Here's the next all around, wrap around, the whole entire.
It's a whole oh my god. Oh my, the butter glosses, the brow pencils.
Yes, girl, the whole thing.
Wow. Ooh, this is exciting. Look at this full. Look at this.
It's gonna be tough for me.
Oh, why? Oh, like
No, I mean you have have to clean up every now and then too. I'm gonna keep cleaning it off, filling it up.
You're gonna have. How is this gonna work?
I know. So this one gonna have makeup removers and stuff.
But then, what are you gonna have on the shelf to test? Like, how are you gonna have testers?
I think they're gonna have one.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, Kurt. I'm
Here's the
vlogging.
glam.
What? Oh. Oh my.
It's not done yet. It's gonna have chairs and
No,
stuff.
but just look at this. This is crazy.
Plus the lighting, imagine.
Oh my god. Selfies of the yin yang. And it's on both sides?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is. Back and
Oh
forth.
my gosh. That is insane. And you gotta maintain all this stuff too. Like,
yeah.
I'm vlogging right now, so I'm just gonna introduce you from my YouTube channel. This is CJ. This is our beauty consultant for our new Longs Ward Village location. She's gonna take all of this stuff on, girl. And she's beautiful. She's got the look for it. Yes, she does. And she's got the selling point for it, of course. This is insane. Guys, this new store is major. I'm so amazed by it because of the new technology, the new fixtures, the new little details that they've included in the planograms. I know CJ is gonna do an amazing job. I have no doubt about it. I'm so happy that I can help. So this is what I'm doing right now. I am going through L'Oreal lipsticks, pretty much facing them wherever they go. And that's what I'm doing right now. Ooh. So I'm back from work day. I finished
Here's your
up
5 pound
at,
plate.
oh my gosh, guys, we did a video with Chanwa Cam. I'm gonna tag it up here. Look at this.
Thank you, Jesus.
They're the only restaurant that I trust to eat their food from later on in the day. You know how some restaurants, they'll leave what they cook in the morning out for the whole day and then they leave it for the evening. They're the only restaurant that I feel comfortable in, and it tastes fresh, so it's not like they're sitting out all day, and I appreciate that a lot. It was a tough day because we actually had to take off boxes from, you know how when boxes come stacked on top of a pallet and then it's wrapped? Yeah, we had to go through that and look through cosmetic stuff. It was lifting a lot of stuff, it was organizing a lot of stuff, it was opening a lot of boxes. We went through and put away and shelved all the things that we got in from La Habra, which was everything that was on the pallet. I went a little crazy on Insta stories about the new store. I was letting all of my followers know, you guys need to check out this new and upcoming opening, soft opening next week, Sunday. It's gonna be major. I mean, just seeing it not even fully stocked and fully ready yet, I'm already freaking out. I'm so excited. I think I want to end it here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to our story about our whole house process with DHHL. There's a lot ongoing. I actually didn't plan on any of this happening today, but it just felt right to do it now, and it just flowed out. And I think there was a lot of information on our hearts to share. I don't think we would have been able to hold on to this much longer because of how much more will be happening in the next few weeks, few months to come. We just thank you for hearing us out. We do apologize and do not mean to offend anybody. This is just our personal experiences. All right, guys. Mahalo nui ke Kuheana. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell because it's free, because it's fun, and because you won't miss a single video that I upload, which is every Wednesdays at 11 a.m. PST, which is 8 a.m. in Hawaii if you do live in the islands. Thank you so much for joining us in this third installment of KΑKOU Chronicles, and we hope that you join us again on our next video. We hope. Okay. It's another. Oh, God. Yeah, look at this. They even got like a little barber thing. 11 a.m. PST, which is 8 a.m.